Hello and welcome back to The Lion's Den, the only podcast where I have to desperately think about an introduction. Anyway, I'm your host Matt, as always, and today I'm going to talk about a couple small things. And this is very bizarre because I decided to start monitoring the audio today, and I really don't enjoy listening back to myself in real time in my ears because it's like that both mix of internal hearing as well as the hearing from your ears. So I might talk slightly weirdly today, and I apologize for that. But anyway, we're gonna talk about it and see how it goes. So I just want to talk about a couple other things that I've bought recently that are useful. I hit the microphone. I'm not used to this. Also, there's people in the house, and I'm talking quietly. Let's just start with it. So the first thing that I bought, which I'm really excited about, is the Tears of the Kingdom Pro controller. Now, when I saw this come out alongside the OLED Switch, I looked at both of them and thought, wow, that's really cool. And I would have bought the OLED Switch because I have been looking for a reason to upgrade. And, a design pattern one would be a wonderful thing to upgrade to. The problem was I didn't like the Joy-Cons particularly. I wasn't a fan of that, gold color. Not personally my favorite. So I decided to forego that because otherwise the rest of it was just kind of, yeah. Like, for example, my Switch sits behind my TV, so the dock would be lost on me. And then obviously if the Joy-Cons are on the Switch as well whilst I'm using a Pro controller, you wouldn't see it. Hence, the Tears of the Kingdom, the Tears of the Kingdom Pro controller, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's way better in real life. It's like most things I imagine look better in person than they do on websites. So that's really nice. It's a little bit pricey. Yeah, not gonna lie. I mean, it's like £5 more than a stock Pro controller, I think. Or if you look around elsewhere, you can get a stock Pro controller for like 50. So it's a bit more than that. But that's the price you pay for the special design ones, the custom ones. So either way, I needed a new Pro controller because my original one, which I've had since like 2019, and has had hours of games shoved upon it, including Smash, where I probably destroyed it. The left stick started being a little bit janky and not working quite correctly, so I've been needing a new Pro controller anyway, just so it doesn't freak out. And this was a good excuse, and it is, like I say, it's beautiful. And there's a few small things I've noticed about it, which reminded me of my original Pro controller when I got it. So the sticks themselves are so much tighter. Like, actually just moving the sticks is much tighter. There's more resistance. The surface of the stick is a lot more grippy as well. So I might consider just buying some stick grips to put on top to stop the stick degrading over time. The buttons all feel the same, but slightly different. I think they're just a little bit more tight, like less clicky, because they're all a bit solid and stiff, which is interesting. The texture of the surface as well is more matte. It's not quite as translucent as the original one. And the interesting thing is because on the front they've got the Zelda logo and they've got like the Triforce and everything all plastered over the front. Normally there'd be a Nintendo Switch logo somewhere on the front of it. But obviously there's no room for it with the design, so they put the Nintendo Switch logo on the back, which is slightly embossed, so you can feel that if you reach around for it. So that's kind of cool. And it also, I think it's both cleaner because it doesn't have the logos, but more designed and chaotic because it has that Zelda design too. So that's really cool, and the details are really nice, and I like it. I think some people, when I showed it to them, like I said, oh, I'm going to buy this, people have said, oh, I don't like the fact that one of the handles is white whilst the other one is black, but I really like the sort of two-tone aesthetic and the fact that it's split. So yeah, that's super cool. And I mean, it's a Pro controller, so it works as well as it does in any other Pro controller, but now it's just pretty. And I kind of can't stop looking at it. I love the concentric circle pattern thing they went for as like a design trope with Tears of the Kingdom. That's really pretty. So yeah, that's one thing. I played Tears of the Kingdom using the Tears of the Kingdom Pro controller. It's awesome. I really need more of the Zelda amiibo because I literally have like 5 links, of which one of them is special because it's the Wolf Link Amiibo. So it means I just don't get a lot of stuff in game. But hey ho, I really want the Twilight Princess glider fabric that I've seen. I don't know if the Wolf Link one produces it or not. I'll have to Google that to see if it does or not. But anyway, that's one thing. Very happy with that. Also slightly crying because of how much it was, but worth it. I mean, what's the point of worrying about buying expensive things if you can't enjoy them. There's no point just hoarding money. I mean, this isn't really that much in the grand scheme of things. Can you hear the buyer's remorse? In fact, it's not really remorse, it's just trying to justify it, because everyone's like, that's really expensive, why would you buy that? And I'm like, because it's pretty. Next thing that I've bought recently, I've been buying a lot of things recently, and we'll get on to the last thing. The next thing that I've bought is a headphone adapter, of all things. It's very random. So, for context, I oftentimes play Smash with friends, and we sit in a Discord call and scream our lungs off, which I apologise profusely to the people I live with, because I do scream quite loudly. And the way I've been doing that is using a headset. In fact, I'm using the headset that I'm monitoring this audio with right now. It's just a bulk standard 3.5mm in-ear headset with a microphone, and it sounds really nice, for a cheap headset that you plug into stuff. But the problem is my current phone, which has Discord on it with my friends, doesn't have a headphone jack. And the really stupid thing about my current phone is it doesn't have a adapter in the box. Now, this wasn't a problem for ages because I have a secondary device. I have an old Samsung phone that does have a headphone jack. But it's kind of annoying because if I wanted to play with my friends, I'd have to grab that for device, sign into my account, get it set up. And that's like a 2-minute process to get that all working. And sometimes, Discord's being stupid and not letting me log in for whatever reason because multiple devices. And it's annoying. It's just annoying. So I decided to actually fully look into getting a headphone adapter for my current phone so that I don't have to faff around with this because it's just annoying, right? And when I went through all the Googling process, people basically said that this device specifically, you need a USB DAC for it to function correctly. Some phones, the USB port has this functionality built in. Mine does not, which is annoying because it means you have to specifically find an adapter that will work with this device, because if you get the wrong one, the device just screams at you. The reason I know this is because my tablet, weirdly, came with one of these USB-C to headphone adapters, but it's just a connection adapter, which works for the tablet because the tablet's designed to do the processing itself. But if I plug it into my phone screams at me and says it's not supported. So, research, look at different adapters, look at multiple reviews. People say it does work, people say it doesn't work, people say the microphone works, people say the microphone doesn't work. And I'm sat there like, well, I need the microphone to work, definitely. I can't just sit there listening to music and not being able to talk to them, that'd be stupid. Eventually came to the conclusion, why don't I just buy the first party one? Because in theory, the first party one should just be guaranteed to work. It's slightly more expensive, but only by like a couple quid as well. So I just did that. The interesting thing is, I have a Google phone, for context, and I bought the Google adapter. Google shipping? Insane. Actually insane. I ordered it Wednesday, it arrived Friday. That's almost 1 day shipping, that's crazy. Like I said, it was £3-4 more than the ones I was looking at on Amazon, which would have taken longer to get here. Also, the ones on Amazon I would have needed to make a £20 order, so that would have taken even longer. Thanks, Google. I actually did something correctly. The ironic thing is the webpage for the Google one was listing devices from like 2018, 2019, and I was slightly worried. I was like, is this actually going to work on my phone? Because it doesn't seem like they've updated this. But yeah, it works. The nice thing about it is, if you buy one that is a USB-C DAC, it just acts as a USB device, which any USB-C computer, including phones, tablets, laptops, regular computers, anything can take advantage of this, because all it's doing is the adapter you plug into your device. The device says, hey, you can process audio. The device says, yeah, I can process audio, give me the audio. So the device then says, okay, here's the raw audio data in a digital format, and then the device, the adapter, does all of that processing. It's great. So literally everything USB-C, minus my Nintendo Switch, I did try that, anything USB-C can just use this adapter, so it's great. And it also works with a microphone, so problem solved. Awesome. It's really cool, actually. It's like such a simple thing, but it just works flawlessly, and I think I'm just so used to technology not working as it should first try, and then here this comes along, you just plug it in and off we go. So that's awesome. I wish I'd bought one sooner, honestly, because it's just useful little handy thing, I guess. Anyway. Hopefully this doesn't sound absolutely terrible, and hopefully the people in my house don't think I'm insane for having spent the last 11 minutes talking. But anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed listening. I'm just gonna go. I'll see you all next week. Bye!